Chief Solo Rock and Cat Brash, aka Nectaresh. Mind elevation, nothing more, nothing less. There's something about me on Monday. After I rise and shine, I'm ready to shoot my shot like it was gunplay. You heard from the rest, now hear the words from the best. Who has the character and caliber of Nectaresh? There's something about me on Monday. And when we meet, your only homework from last week is to be elite and be discreet about the things we build upon when we speak. Dot your I's and cross the T's and be complete to reach a peak. Something about me on Monday. And when I rise to flourish, my mind is nourished with words to help me find the courage to stay on my higher purpose even when I get nervous. This is sort of like church for us because it's about the service. Something about me on Monday.
Peace team, tap. What up, what up, what up, world? Let me start that off correctly. Start you off with the right intro. It's what up, what up, what up. Peace, tap. I'm Compression. This is the Monday jump off number 174. And we're going to talk about, things that, don't bring destruction to yourself. But before we get into anything like that, I just want to say, definitely check out the prior Monday jump off. I did a really great book list and it's just growing and growing. So I'm going to redo all that stuff and re-speak on that probably like in another 3 or 4 months. Just keep adding on to that book list because I might just do a book club, Monday jump off book club. Try to do like 4 to 6 books a year and just build community, right? Because that's just what it's about. It's always about just building community for sure. Thank you everyone once again who got the Mezura cards, who picked up your US cards by Mezura Creations. And if you haven't, go to MezuraCreations.com and get yours today. Follow us on Instagram, Mezura Creations, and on Facebook. And just don't join the wave, join the wave. And it's just such a dope game. Check the videos out. We got videos here on YouTube, videos on Facebook, videos on Instagram. You get to meet the collective community. And remember, it's just a dope card game. It's a card game of culture. It's just legit, man. And I really appreciate everyone who brought theirs early and also who brought multiple copies. You know what I mean? Some people brought 2, 3, 4 decks. So salute from me to you. It's much appreciated. Getting into sports, man. What about those Celtics and Mavs? If the Celtics keep this up, they go cruise right into a championship, and rightfully so. They've been the number one team now for a while, so I guess it's just their time. Hopefully Kyrie get his groove back and start hitting the shots he's supposed to, but we'll just see. I don't think much was thought of when it came to the Mavs, so them doing this out the gate like their first season together. Salute to them, but we'll see if the Celtics can use this momentum and finish. And in the world of basketball, I just want to say, Angel Reese is dope. Really, really powerful sister. I just like watching her play. I like her style. She's like that 90s Detroit, feel. And she's like female Charles Barkley style. I think she's going to just be so successful and add so much more legitimacy to the WNBA. So, shout out to Angel Reese. Really just rooting for the sister, and hopefully like Mutombo and Kevin Garnett scoop her up and give her some tips, work on her footwork, work on her moves. And I just want her to be the most dominant player of her era for sure. So that's what I wish for her. And, big shout out to Angel Reese. Oh, man. I don't know if y'all seen it, but that Adrian Bronner fight, pure trash. I know there's a lot of Adrian Broner fans, and you guys think he still got it, and you think AB stands for about business. Nah, AB stands for about bullshit. No punch just thrown, no combinations thrown. The shit was terrible. Got his tooth knocked out like second or third round. Is this career? His career is just the dream deferred. That's it. You know, it's he brought the destruction on himself. He's a prime example of what I'm talking about in that scope. You know, not being your best at all times, not concentrating on the task at hand, and being comfortable with street level nonsense. It's utterly crazy. It's disgusting to see an athlete with that kind of talent just wasted away. And yeah, so AB now just stand for about bullshit. Like you know it's bad when, and I never do this. I never look at professional athletes and be like, man, I can get into that ring and handle them at their sport. Like I was like, yeah, he done. You know, he make the average Joe look incredible. And you know, shout out to who he fought. You know, I'm not saying he'll walk in the park, but it was a trash ass fight, you know. So I hope, you know, hope he made a few M. You know, who would have thought Don King still jumping in the ring? He's got to be at least 92 years old, some shit. But he's still getting money in boxing. I guess that's that black mafia money and whatever. And yeah, man, I just don't want to see no more AB matches. That's it. You know, that's a wash for sure. He got that chaos, destructive. I mean, the build up to the fight was crazy. It's just saying the most craziest things, and it's just destroyed. He destroyed his own career, you know, and to see somebody take that type of potential where you can become the golden boy, and you can possibly do better than your predecessor, and you know, set up a legacy that's worthy of the youth to try to emulate. Instead, you just went all about bullshit. It's crazy, real crazy. Kind of make you sick to your stomach, like just watching us. It's like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Even even the meetups was wild, crazy. Just nah. We good on that. You know, no more Adrian Broner. Like he's gotta just do something else in life, whatever that is. You know what I mean? Whatever that is. I just can't take no more of that. Um my man from Tuscaloosa, you know, the Black Bomber, he lost to a fighter that was like 70 pounds heavier. I think he's lost 4 of his last 5 fights. The Bronze Bomber, you know, Deontay Wilder. I think it might be time to hang it up, you know, while he's still young, got some, you know, some longevity, he can do something else. Um, you know, I'm not getting into that man's family thing or what he got going on, but that's another fight I want to see, you know, hang up the gloves. It's time, you know, you go 4 out of 5. Yeah, just as a professional, you know, you had the championship, you was knocking everybody out, and then, you know, like I think Floyd Mayweather said it best. He thought Floyd was dissing him when Floyd was up to like, if he came to our gym, we could improve him. You know what I mean? Like he really can't box. He's only just, you know, revving up that punch, and soon people will catch on. And that's really what you've seen. People are just really caught on. Like he don't have the technical ability to have that all-star championship um type of degree he should have, right? But he has a cannon for a fist. So he can definitely lay you out. But I think I've been saying this for a while, regardless of your ego or your emotional stability at that time, he definitely should have took up Floyd Money Mayweather and worked on those smaller and finer details. And I think he would just be way better off. He probably would have been able to beat Fury, just adding those key things, and at least one of those times. And I just think like, you can't be so egotistical and so enamored with yourself that you just don't take good criticism and good advice to make you better. You know what I mean? When somebody world class goes like, all right, I see what you're doing, but that shit's gonna get old. You know what I mean? That's like a smoke and mirror move. Let's add some technique to you. Let's add some technique to it. So when you use it, it's 10 times even better. Yo, you gotta, that ain't nothing to have an ego about. That's when you're supposed to be like, I bet, let's get it done. But instead, what happens is people self-destruct themselves. They keep doing the same thing over. You got to be wise to your surrounding and just what people are trying to help you to achieve, right? Like if your goals are lofty, you got to realize some criticism is coming, some critique is coming. But that critique and criticism is what stops you from destroying yourself, from being self-destructive, from going down a dark, twisted path. You know what I mean? Like if somebody go like, yo, the way you handle a situation is X, Y, and Z, it's not a good look for your character. Like you need to check that, right? Like you need to sit back. You don't have to agree with a person there, but at least when you get home and you in your solitude, because every day you should be self-reflecting, right? Every day you should be like, yo, I need to do this. I should have did that better. Or today was a good day. I feel like Ice Cube. Mama made the breakfast with no hog and everything just went smooth. But if you're not reflecting, you're not journaling, you're not really keeping up with your day, you're just kind of existing, it's not a good look. It's really hard to advance in life. It's really hard to go beyond just the creative and become like a business, a well-oiled machine to really bring things into existence that will have, longevity and really add value, right? Because that's all what we're doing. We exist to add value to others. We exist to add value to our family. We exist to add value to ourselves. We exist to add value into the ethereal realm. So just something really to think about, So Adrian Broner and my man, the Bronze Bomber, hang those gloves up, people. Like it's, especially AB, you done. You done. I don't want to, you just done. You finished. But I really want to talk about some madness. And it's by a brother named Xavier Howard. Now, he was a Pro Bowler, Miami Dolphin, like All-American, legit athlete. Can't take nothing away from him. But $90 million contract, basically the world laid out on your feet, right? Laid out at your feet. So this brother here, Xavier Howard, he got the world laid at his feet. $90 million contract, Pro Bowler, and yet he wants to bring that chaos energy into his cipher, right? So check it. He's having sex with a woman, and then as like revenge on her, he sends the video that I guess he snuck and took to her teenage son. I want you to think how sinister this bastard is, right? I don't know. He's in Florida, so I don't know if that's like child pornography or whatever, but that's a legal thing. They got to figure that out. I'm not a lawyer. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, this type of person is diabolical, right? This type of human being is just human trash by default. And the reason he probably acts like this is because due to his talent, he got a lot of push forward, right? Like nobody corrected him. And I'm telling you, when people don't get corrected, when you allow all kinds of bullshit just because somebody's talented, It just go just perverse them in the long run. So when you see that young kid, he doing like sneaky weird shit, correct it. No matter how talented he is, bring it to the parent. Like as a coach, you got to learn how to discuss things in a mature way with proper touch with the parent, things that you're seeing. So that way you don't end up with somebody like an Xavier Howard sneak recording sex with some teenage kid mom and then sending it to the team like, "Hi, I got one up on you." Like that's mental madness. That's mental madness, and technically he should have his ass beat for that. Like all jokes aside, you send that to somebody's son, like you should see the father, right? Well, the father should see you or whatever. That's just crazy, 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 crazy. And just the other things he's been doing, but definitely check this guy out. I don't want to go too off on the rail with his crazy. It's just a lot of madness. But AB, Xavier Howard, and many others demonstrate what what not to do. What not to do, how not to bring chaos into your life. Because every day in every way we should be trying to put our best foot forward. And this by me putting my best foot forward, it make my crew stronger. By them putting their best foot forward, it keep me strong. So it's a real dope process when everybody's just on their game. Everybody's on their game, and their sons look at you like big uncle, and the kids that don't know you look at you like uncle, and you're able to give great advice and take things out of your imagination and bring it into the world and create and just build industries and create things. And you keeping your skin clean, your hygiene healthy. I think it's just so much, but most importantly, keeping your internal character together, because we're always going to be judged by the things that we do in the dark. Period. 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 It's going to show in the light. When things jump off, it's going to really show. It's going to show. It ain't no hiding in this world, and you see it. Puff, Howard University, they giving $1 million back, and they taking an honorary degree away. Now, some may debate what's the point of that. You already gave it. I get it. I'm not in their shoes. I'm not on their board of directors, but I'm just telling you, bad character, doing wild things, you are bringing destruction and chaos upon yourself. A lot of stuff can be avoided if you just put your best foot forward. I know that sounds the corniest thing ever. That sounds the wildest thing ever. But the best advice I ever got is watch those who you associate with, watch those who you speak to, and most importantly, watch what you do when you're alone. Watch what you think, watch what you speak, watch how you act when you by yourself. So you should be living what I would call like a godlike life, or I would say a reflective, meditative life. Meaning things are gonna happen. That's nature. And things should happen because they're not happening because it's you. They happening to see what you got and to make you better. Right? So it's technically a lot of things happen for us, not to us, for us. So when you get your mind correct, that's when the magic will take place. That's when the magic really take place. But I do want to give a shout out, and I'm a head out. It's late. It's like 12:30 in the morning. Just real quick, to my people, Aunt Kitty, her aunt just passed, so salute to her aunt. To my man Fritz, he just passed, and his funeral this weekend. So shout out to Fritz. He won the wrestling scholarship out of Trenton Central High School. He was on a karate team with me, and he was just a good guy. So cheers to the good guys. that went on and he kept going. And yeah, my man Fritz, that's a hard loss right there. My brother was on point. You know, he was really, really, truly on point. And it was an honor to go through my phases in life and to spar with you and sweat and bleed, etc., and train as hard as we used to back then. And I was just really proud, like I told you before, but to put out in public, just really proud of the man that you became, you know. And you stuck to the goal. You got your BS, your BA, your BS, your MBA, your doctorate, some of it. Like, you really did your thing, man. You know, salute to my man, Fritz. You know, it's a real honorable brother right there. So, got his funeral this weekend. And, you know, it's things like that that allow you to put things in perspective. You know, somebody I really rock with, Aunt, just passed away. Somebody that I knew rocked with, they passed away. And it's transmutation, right? Technically, all death is just the breaking of the elements in the body. That's it. They just disperse from each other. So I say all that to say this, you know, like, keep smart, keep doing your thing. Don't bring any unnecessary chaos into your life, and be your best you. You know, be the best you. Stay sharp, and remember, not everybody is designed to like you, and not everybody is designed to be in your cipher. And when you grow apart, sometimes that's best for the both of you. You know, sometimes that apart is just what it is. You know, not everybody is an oak tree in your life. You know, some people are just grass, and you get used to the grass, and you forget it turns brown and green. And then once you cut the grass, they gone. You know, um, but it's it's relative to the point that you still gotta be dope, no matter who around, and you still gotta be fly, no matter who left, who stayed. You gotta still keep your integrity, and you can't be out here bringing chaos to you. I saw somewhere, I think it was this rapper out of Memphis, and instead of getting out the streets, you know, he's still in there, still rapping, still claiming blocks or whatever. And he already got shot in the face after visiting his man in jail. And then, you know, he finally get murked at a car wash. You think about how crazy that is. Like, you just can't go wash your car. You know, you trying to double down in these streets. I keep telling people, especially the young generation, if that's not for you, move away from everybody, friends, so-called friends, because your friends that's your friends. They gonna cut you at the knee and be like, nah, you ain't doing that. Your potential too high. You know, they gonna put you in a better position. That's the sign of a true friend. They ain't gonna let you lead with ego around them, or they gonna step away, right? So here's some good advice. When you come out of the jail, prison, whatever you was in there for, leave all things to that life that got you there alone. Just move on. Even if you got to change the numbers and move from around people, yo, square out your life. You know, really square out your life, because you want unforgettable summers, but you don't want unforgivable beef. You know, have unforgettable summers and springs and birthdays and holidays, but don't have unforgivable beef. I'm telling you, ain't no way to live like that. So I say all that to say this. This is the Kapresh. This is Monday Jump Off, number 174. Avoid bringing destruction to yourself. And remember, you're the king and queen of your life. Put your best foot forward and just keep stepping like that. All right, everybody. I'll see you next week. Peace.